This is a plan with me for the week of February 18th. If you'd like to see how I pulled this spread together, then just keep watching. Hi guys, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a plan with me this week in my B6 Traveler's Notebook that I added rings to and made into a personal wide with rings. I'm using these inserts from Jesenia Printables. I think they're like a week on 3 pages with the listing. I used to use them in my Traveler's Notebook all the time. And then I'm using this really pretty printable kit from Paper Crown Planner. I already started with one of the date covers. And I'm just showing you some of the washi that I pulled to use, and apologizing for the had like a small cut on my finger, and because my son thinks band-aids are stickers, we didn't have any band-aids, so I had to wrap it in washi tape. But anyway, I already went ahead and put the first date cover down just to see, I don't know, I was gonna, like, you kind of saw when I was getting my inserts out, I had like back planned the week before to try to get a feel for these inserts and if I really liked them. And then I was going to go ahead and plan the week when I decided to film it, because I really didn't want to use my jibun this week. So that's why I started. And yeah, it was a little bit of a struggle. Like, I tried to pre-plan and kind of figure out how I wanted things to go, and yeah, I think this is where I remembered that I wanted to cut the full boxes down a little bit so that they weren't so tall, so that I could fit more into each day. So that's what I'm doing now, and of course, because I'm me, it's like imperfect as hell, but it's my planner and no one really cares about it but me. So yeah. And so that actually worked. Like, if I were to continue using inserts like this, I would probably cut down the full boxes or try to find some horizontal kits or something. But I'm not sure. Actually, well, I know that I'm not going to continue with these specific inserts, because, and of course, like, I cut it and then I couldn't remember which side was which, so there's that, and me being me means that it's going to be crooked. And because I'm using 32-pound paper, it's really hard to pull stickers up, and I don't have any undo, so it is fine. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I know that I'm not going to continue with these specific inserts because I had to change sizes once again. So here's what I did. I added rings to my B6 to see if I liked personal wide, like ring bound inserts and a ring bound planner. I'm pretty happy with my choice to move back into rings, but you know, kind of figuring out the setup and I'm trying to like figure out a system where I'm actually like productive and like have everything laid out the way that I want it to. So yeah, I had done that with my personal wide rings and was pretty happy with the way that I had everything set up. But I always knew that I wanted to get a Foxy spice rings. So I thought that I could use personal wide inserts in a regular spice personal planner, like ring bound planner. So I found, and if you follow me on Instagram, I think that I posted about it in my Insta stories, but so I found one that I was in love with and had been in love with like since they released the line. So I got the Spice Chili personal size, not personal wide, for like a steal on the buy sell trade. Like seriously, the price was so good, like part of me thought that it was like a scam, and I just kept waiting to have to, like, I know I'm gonna have to file like a PayPal claim because this can't like she cannot possibly be selling it for this price. And there was like a little bit of back and forth with the seller. And, you know, I had asked for tracking because, you know, it's what you do. And she was like, oh yeah, I'll totally like send you the tracking. I'm going to mail it today. And I was like, okay, that's great. And I never got the tracking. And this was like, I think I messaged her on a Wednesday. And so by like Friday, I hadn't like received any tracking and I hadn't heard from her. And I was like, you know what, this is totally like a scam. So I sent her one more message like, hey, did you have a chance to ship? Did you have the tracking? And then she was like, oh, we're out of town for the weekend. I'll have one of my kids like look through and like, you know, text me the tracking and I'll send it to you. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Didn't hear from her for the rest of the day on Friday. And then I went to get the mail out of the mailbox on Saturday and it was there. So like, and it was really odd because we have that like informed delivery thing with the post office, and she sent it regular mail. And so, you know, like the post office will tell you like what packages you have coming and what mail you have coming, and it never popped up. But anyway, I got it and it's beautiful. The issue is that I cannot use personal wide inserts in that planner. You can only use personal wide inserts in the personal sized like original ones that they released with the snap closure. So yeah, I have to get all new inserts and set it up, and yeah, so long story short, I'm not using these specific inserts in my personal rings. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to use for weekly pages in there. So if you have like a personal size and you're using printable inserts, leave me a comment down below and let me know like what you're using for your weekly. Anyway, so I've just laid down like a bunch of the full boxes and some glitter headers, and then on that flap I just used some of the washi strips, and then I put a half box with the book that I am reading, and then just like my to clean checklist. And then, so yeah, we're going in on Monday, and I'm using a strip of some Simply Gilded floral washi that a planner friend sent me. And I think right here I'm searching for like some coffee stickers. And then that girl with the coffee cup is from Fox and Pip. And I just used that because Monday was a holiday, and so there was no school, so we just hung out at home on Monday. And then, so that little quarter box says morning basket, which is just something that I am trying to do with Rowan. He only has school 3 days a week for like 2.5 hours. And we still haven't really made, well, he's going back to his same preschool next year, even though he'll be 5. I mean, they have a 5s class. He's just not ready for kindergarten, and we haven't really made the decision about whether we're going to send him to public school or homeschool. He does have some special needs, so I just want to try to work with him on days that he doesn't have school. At least one day a week. He does have an anxiety disorder, so I don't want to overwhelm him too much, but there are some skills that he doesn't have yet that I really want to try to work with him on, particularly over the summer when he doesn't have school. So I'm trying to get into the routine of doing it now, because he really doesn't do well with transition and changes in his schedule. And so, you know, if it's something that I want to do regularly over the summer, then now is the time that I need to implement it so that it becomes more familiar with him and he's able to engage and do the work. And then I just put down another quarter box with a workout sticker from Sticky Acorn so that I could do, or to remind myself that I needed to do some cardio on Monday. The countdown has begun. I don't know if I've mentioned it on here or not. Well, I know that I've mentioned that my daughter and son-in-law are both in the Navy. They have been stationed in Virginia, and they received their new orders, so they are moving to Hawaii. I know, right? In May. So the countdown has begun for me to really become an active participant in getting in shape, because I believe that we're going to Hawaii for Christmas. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for them. I'm super sad. I feel like Virginia is already so far away from our granddaughter, and she's growing so fast. And I mean, yeah, Hawaii is it's like half a world away. but then she gets to grow up in Hawaii and learn how to surf and all of that. So yeah, and then I put down that half box with story time, because we went to story time at the library on Tuesday, and then there's a Starbucks right next to the library, so I always stop either on the way there or on the way home to get coffee. And then I put another workout girl down because I wanted to do yoga on Tuesday, and then a piece of washi, which is very crooked, and that girl working on her computer, because I really wanted to get a blog post up this week, which I'm happy to say that I did, and I needed to edit. So at the top I have a piece of Simply Gilded washi, and then that half box. Rowan's class took we were supposed to have a field trip on Wednesday to, there's like a local donut shop, so we were supposed to go and watch them make donuts and get a donut treat, and then have lunch at the pizza place next door after, except school was canceled on Wednesday because of temperatures and ice and whatnot, so we actually did not get to go on that field trip, but we're supposed to go this Wednesday, so hopefully the weather will cooperate. It was like a long week. For February to only be 28 days, it feels like it's been 2 years. Like, first of all, this February has been bananas in terms of just like the sheer amount of garbage that's happened. But it's just, oh my gosh, forever long. So yeah, I'm so ready for it to be over and to move into March and hopefully warmer weather. So yeah, I put down that half box to mark Rowan's occupational therapy on Thursday, which also got canceled. So I felt like last week he only had school on Monday and Wednesday. Friday was like, even though it's a preschool, like a private preschool, our school schedule is the same as the public school schedule. So Friday the district had a day off. I'm assuming it was probably like the end of the quarter or something. So they didn't have school on Friday. They didn't have school on Monday because it was President's Day. And then Wednesday school was canceled because of weather. And then Thursday, which is kind of our other day out of the house for occupational therapy, that was canceled as well. So I think we both were like needing a break from each other. It was a lot of togetherness. And then that polka dot washi, I'm not sure where I got that. I may have gotten it from like the Target dollar spot. I can't remember. And then, yeah, I just put down that like watercolor swatch, which I made those myself with some clip art that I got from Etsy. And then these quarter boxes are from Planning Choco, then I am just layering that work sticker over it, and that is from Beautiful Planning. And then I am layering that planning sticker with a page flag. Those are both from the kit. I didn't cut down the boxes that I used on the weekend just because we really didn't have any plans for the weekend. We actually ended up not doing anything because the weather was not great this weekend, so we mostly just hung out at home. I think my husband and I binged watched True Detective, so we're all caught up on that. Which is really good, by the way. If you haven't, like, we watched season 1 of True Detective and loved it. Season 2 we watched, and I think we only finished it because we kept like waiting for it to make sense or get better, or I don't know. I think like after every episode my husband and I were just like, the fuck did we just watch? Like, what was that? Anyway, but this season is really, really good. So we're caught up on that, and then I started watching The Umbrella Academy, which I really like. I've only watched the first 3 episodes, I think. I watched it while I was cutting inserts the other night, and I really like it. I love the music. Like, the soundtrack's really, really good. So yeah, I put down a meal plan sticker on Saturday because we were going to get groceries on Sunday, and I have that quarter box with another workout sticker from Sticky Eggcorn. And hopefully I will move this into frame at some point. Oh, there it goes. So I'm going to use this double box, I guess, up here at the top of the page to cover, I think it says like priorities and don't forget, maybe. And it was a little bit crooked, and you can see I tried to pull it up, but that was not going to work. And then I'm just going to do like a little washi banner to cover up those lines. The one thing that I forgot to write down on Sunday was that it was Oscar Sunday, which is like my Super Bowl. So my husband did like all of the, like he cooked dinner and did the like nighttime routine with Rowan so that I could watch the red carpet, and snark to my friends about it on Facebook and watch the actual awards, which I actually enjoyed, despite the fact that it didn't have a host. Like, it didn't really bother me. I thought the flow of the program was good. Loved the opening number with Queen. I thought that was really good. Really just like ecstatic for Regina King's win and all the Black Panther wins. Like, yeah, I wasn't, there was only one movie that I wasn't happy won any awards, and it was The Green Book. So kind of disappointed in their best movie win. Super excited for Spike Lee's win. Like, that was amazing. It was just, it was an overall good night to see some of my favorites finally like be recognized, and the fashion was just amazing. Like, if you haven't looked at pictures from the red carpet, then you need to look for Billy Porter, because he literally killed the red carpet. Like, I don't know if it will ever recover. Angela Bassett looked phenomenal. Zendaya always looks amazing. The entire cast of Crazy Rich Asians, they did not come to play. They showed up looking phenomenal. But anyway, here is the final spread. You can see I laid down some Simply Gilded washi at the bottom. I did add some checklists because I was missing that during the days. And then, yeah, I pretty much left the weekend open because we didn't have anything solid, any solid plans for anything. And then I did enjoy this space for to-dos and kind of stuff that I wanted to do for YouTube. And then I just layered some washi at the bottom to kind of balance out what was happening at the top. So overall, I like the way that this turned out. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. I will see you next time. Bye.